Hello, dear friends, I'm with you. Today I'm going to introduce you to a stunningly cool mod. It's not new, but for some reason it's not very well known. It exists for versions 1.8.9, 1.9.4, 1.10.2, 1.11.2, and 1.12.2. It is called Sophisticated Wolves, or Seasoned Experienced Wolves. And its main advantage is that it changes the behavior of vanilla wolves, these clumsy pieces of wool that always manage to get hurt, or even a killer almost out of the blue. Then they fell into the lava, then their creeper blew up, then you didn't have time to treat them. In general, you know how many problems there are with these very wolves. But now your pets will become smarter and will bring more benefits. Let's take a closer look at them. The first thing that catches our eye is the wolves themselves. Now they are of 4 different colors, which already pleasantly diversifies our game. There are, in addition to the usual ones, they are also light beige, dark gray, almost black, and reddish brown. They meet in packs and are tamed, like ordinary vanilla wolves, with bones. Which wolves will spawn depends on the biome. Classic vanilla-looking wolves, as a rule, will appear in the taiga, beige in the forests, but 2 dark versions are a rarer find. As I understand it, you will meet them randomly. Like ocelots, wolves will appear spontaneously and become permanent only after taming. This means that it's better for you to carry bones with you and tame them as soon as you find them. But if you don't like this state of things, then you can go to the configuration file, find the respawning wolves line there, and set the value to false. Wild wolves will not spawn, but at the same time, new untamed smart wolves will not spawn. If you keep sheep in the fields and are afraid that wild wolves will appear there and eat them, then just light up the fields. By default, wolves will not spawn in an area where the illumination is more than 5 units. Smart wolves do not replace vanilla wolves, and ordinary vanilla wolves will spawn on your map, but if necessary, they can be converted into smart wolves. To do this, you will have to tame them first, and then give them such a tasty bone. Dog treats are made from any kind of vanilla meat and wheat. In addition to the ability to change vanilla wolves, we need it in order to breed our smart dogs, because they will not reproduce from ordinary meat. Let's try it. I give the dogs meat, but they are not covered with hearts, but they are delighted with the goodies. And as you can see, I immediately got a puppy. But let's find out what makes smart wolves so smart. Now, you won't hurt your dogs by mistake in the battle with monsters, so you can swing your weapons right and left and shoot arrows calmly. If you still want to hit your dog, then you need to press the press A key. Wounded dogs can pick up various kinds of meat from the ground, including fish, and thereby heal. You can also choose which meat they will pick up and eat. To do this, take an ordinary vanilla bone and right-click it on the dog. The following list will appear. Check the boxes next to the food that you allow your dogs to eat on their own. I've established that my dogs can eat anything I find. Now, when they fight monsters, they will be able to heal themselves right during the battle. Moreover, wounded dogs do not just pick up the meat they stepped on, but run up to it if they see it. Dogs no longer get stuck in doors and gates, as is often the case with almost all mobs, but carefully pass one by one. They don't collide at all, so there's no risk of someone being pushed off a cliff or into a lava lake. Cacti have ceased to be dangerous for dogs. Their thorns will no longer damage our volcanoes and barboses. However, you can disable these properties in configurations. Fire and lava still pose a danger to dogs, and prolonged exposure to fire will certainly kill your dog. But now our 4-legged friends have become smarter and have learned to extinguish the fire on themselves, just shaking themselves off like water. By the way, dogs now do not just swim, but are able to teleport after you into the water. The dogs will also teleport behind the owner in case they start drowning for some reason. Another great ability of smart dogs is to stay away from creepers. Dogs growl at creepers, and with their roar notify of their approach. So if the dogs are around, no creeper will sneak up on you unnoticed. But your faithful dogs will not rush at the green terrorist, but will keep at least 3 blocks away from him. Moreover, if the creeper starts to explode, the dogs will scatter away. You can no longer be afraid of losing all your dogs while fighting creepers. As the developer himself comments on it, they are true, but by no means stupid. However, smart dogs, as well as vanilla ones, perfectly scare away skeletons and desiccants. Just look at how the desiccant flees from my spore. Another great feature that gives us the Sophisticated Versus mod is the ability to recall the dog during an attack. For example, you accidentally hit an animal. Any normal dog understands this so that you want to kill your target and immediately rush to your aid. Smart wolves are no exception. They do the same thing, but unlike vanilla dogs, they can stop on orders. To do this, you need to press the squat key. If you stand up, they will attack again. But if you want them to completely stop considering an object as a target, hold down the squat key for 5 seconds. Smart wolves don't get in your way, unlike ordinary vanilla ones. Wherever you go, whatever you do, they won't bother you. Suppose you decide to mine resources. As soon as you start chopping down trees, digging the ground, breaking rocks, or something like that, the dogs stop and don't approach you until you're done. In addition to the improved behavior of wolves, the mod adds a number of interesting things to us. The first thing to consider is a name tag for pets. It is easy to craft, and you can hang it not only on smart wolves, but also on cats, parrots, and vanilla wolves. The name can be a maximum of 16 characters. Let's call this beautiful doggy here. Let his name be Frith too. Look, if I sit Frith down, his name becomes translucent like this. This means that the animal is not active, but if I lift it up, the name becomes clearly visible again. In addition, if the pet gets injured, the name starts to turn red, and the more serious his injuries, the redder his name will become. When the dog is settled, the name will become normal again, white. However, only wolves have this feature of changing the color of the name. This feature does not apply to other pets yet. I really hope that the developer will make sure that the tag behaves exactly the same on at least more cats. And it's better if it's on all of our pets at once. If you don't want to worry about whether your dog will find food for himself on the ground, in order to have time to heal during the guard service, then make a feeder for him and fill it with food. Then, if your dog gets hurt, she will come running and eat herself. The feeder is being crafted in this way. You can put it on the ground, go to its interface with the right mouse button, and throw food there. Just put any suitable meat, and it will be displayed like this dog food. Isn't it great? Again, it's a pity, but cats and other pets will not eat from dog bowls. Another important device for Minecraft dog breeders is a whistle. It is crafted like this. You need 3 pieces of iron, a gold ingot, and an orange dye. With the help of a whistle, you can quickly call all the dogs within a radius of 35 blocks, even if they are keen on the chase. If you initiate a squat, you will also call 4 sitting dogs, while they will stand up at the items for animal care. The Smart Wolves mod also offers us a transportation cage, or, more simply, a carrier. It is made like this, and you can only carry pets in it: dogs, cats, rabbits, and parrots. In addition, there is also such an interesting booth. It has no functionality yet. It is purely decorative. I think the functionality will be added over time, but even if not, it's still perfect for decorating your yard. Well, in the villages, Pet stores are now likely to be generated with a certain probability. There may be different animals sitting behind the glass, but it won't work to pick them up, so no cheat. But you can legally buy yourself a pet by canceling such a resident with the image of a wolf on his back. And they will sell you a pet right away in a carrier and already manually, which is absolutely logical. I don't know about you, but I was very pleased with this opportunity, because I no longer have to run through the jungle and tame all the ocelots in a row in the hope that one of them will turn into my favorite Siamese. Moreover, if you are lucky, you will be able to buy the ocelot itself, and it will also be tame. This is what I call a real dream come true. What else pleasantly surprised the mod in Sophisticated Foals? So it's a good compatibility with other mods. For example, with a mod for dog armor, you can safely put dog armor on your smart wolves, as well as put chests on them. For smart wolves, there are aspects in the fashion of Tomcraft. How else does the Smart Wolves mod combine with other mods? I suggest you find out for yourself, and then write about it in the comments under the video. Well, as always, you will find a link to the mod in the description. That's it for today. Take care of your pets, and like everyone who loves smart animals, subscribe to my channel, as well as the contact group. See you soon, dear friends. Bye-bye.